Hello, this is CoinPoo. Welcome back. I am going to talk basically about the Royal Mint website today. A lot of people have asked questions, and from other conversations and things I've observed over the last couple of years, a lot of people know the website exists and they buy coins from there, but they don't necessarily know of all the aspects on the website. So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to do a website of the month, and obviously the first one I'm going to do is the Royal Mint website. So this is the page that you land on the home page. It has a range of articles and so on, mostly promotion, and at the bottom here there's some frequently asked questions. Yep, so there's the articles, and then there's this section here with the Royal Mint information, help topics, and working with us, things about careers and so on. But there's quite a few FAQs, and they are helpful because they answer quite a lot of the questions I've been asked over the last couple of years. And some of them are there, some of them may not be, but it's a good place to start. You can get a lot of questions answered there. It obviously has other things, terms and conditions, and history of the Royal Mint, and obviously the Royal Mint Museum and where it's situated, that sort of thing. And basically there's a whole raft of information, everything from tax strategy to the board of directors to affiliates. Click on About Us. This is about the Royal Mint, who runs the Royal Mint and what its strategy is. It's a government-owned company, and we provide financial return to the government in line with agreed targets. Royal Mint's in Llantrisant, South Wales, employs 900 people on the 35-acre site, and it runs year-round. The Royal Mint can produce 90 million coins and blanks a week. That's almost 5 billion coins a year. So there's a lot of information just on that page. So most people will go to the coins and have a look, see what coins are available when they go to the Royal Mint website. They have a promotion at the top at the moment with all these coins. These are the ones that most people will look at, no doubt. But they also do historic coins here, look. And some of those, I mean, they actually own another business, and I think that's where they get a lot of their stock from. But it's not just new coins from the Royal Mint these days. You can buy old coins. There's a George V section. There's the selection of coins that they do, and this changes all the time, of course. George V sovereigns, George V crowns, and so on. And obviously at the moment we're looking at George III and a lot of his coins. So again, George III sovereigns, guineas, crowns and sets in the Royal Mint. Now there's a bit limited. I think they've been quite popular recently, especially the 1820 there. That has sold out. But they will no doubt get more stock and different stock over time. So this is the George III coinage, so it's basically old coins, classic coins, collector's coins, and so on. You know, there's even obviously more recent ones from Queen Elizabeth II, our current queen. They even do medals here. Again, there's a whole range of these coins, medals, all sorts of things. And they also do these historic denominations listed here. I think the most popular of these being pennies maybe, but there's a whole range of coins. There's the shillings, and George III and George II, both available currently, although limited stock if you're looking for George II. And as I said, there's a whole range of other links here, quick links to ancient coins. That's in this case Greek or Roman coins. I'm not a particular collector of Roman coins, but obviously Roman coins were found across the UK, well, in some parts of the UK. So they even do this coin care and display section. Now you can buy stuff from the Royal Mint directly. Generally it's not cheap stuff, but it is good quality stuff. These coin cabinets, for instance, are £400 almost, or for the larger ones, for the bigger collections, £895, but they build those to order. So now there's a whole range of medals as well. I'm not a medal collector myself, but I appreciate that some people are, and there's quite a few rather expensive medals available currently. So that's all those more expensive, more upmarket coins, medals, historic medals and so on. But if you go to the collections here in the new coins section, they have this whole range of coins that they've produced recently, and mostly they're fairly cheap, relatively speaking, fairly cheap coins. But obviously they do have these more expensive coins. This is the Una and the Lion, the coin that was released at the end of last year. They've all sold out, unfortunately. But there are some other William Wyon coin designs, mostly the sovereigns here. Again, quite expensive coins. These are gold coins, of course. And take you back to the main homepage. Again, looking at the collections, there's a whole range of particular sections here. Most people, as I said, will have noticed these in the past. There's a whole range of subjects, from Beatrix Potter to Shakespeare to Stephen Hawking. In the Great Britain's section there, Portraits of Britain is one that I quite like. I haven't actually been able to buy these myself because they're expensive coins, yes, but no more so than a lot of other silver coins. These are coloured ones as well. I'm not that much of a fan of coloured coins, but I do quite like those particular ones. So then that's the collections. There's the historic coins. Now, for instance, they have these Trial of the Picts gold coins available currently. These are the 2018 coins. They quite often do, well, they do this every year, obviously, the Trial of the Picts, but they quite often sell off some of those coins. They generally are quite popular, but there's limited quantities of those. So back to the historic coin section. They also have the Maundy money. Now, I've been looking to get a 1974 Maundy set recently, for personal reasons, but they are quite expensive, and currently I think they have sold out, but there are a whole range of years available. Some of them are sold out. Of course, the ones that I want, 1974 I think it was, are sold out. So they also have these collector services, there's secure storage, valuations and so on. These are paid services in most cases, although the finder service, I think you pay in the cost of the coin rather than as a service. There's gold and silver coins, of course, most popular gold coins. Obviously the Britannias and the sovereigns, not consistently popular. There's some other coins as well, some sets and so on, and some silver coins as well. The most recent being obviously the Britannias and withdrawal from the EU. We're still waiting, of course, with those withdrawal from the EU coins, frustratingly for some people. And denominations, you can look through for 50p coins, for instance. Here, a lot of common either BU or similar coins. A brilliant uncirculated denomination of 50p. These generally are the coins that people start off collecting. Of course, 10p coins, most recently 2018 and 2019 A to Z coins. So about the £2 coins, I think these have all sold out. I think they've either withdrawn them from sale or they have sold out. Those are mostly 2018, I think. So then you've got the occasions, weddings, births, those sort of things, and the accessories here. So the next section at the top there is invest, obviously for investors. There's currently a bullion sale on, save up to 30%. I think that's only for a very short period of time. But this is a whole different section to the Royal Mint website. You have to register separately if you intend to buy bullion. But this is the current selection. Obviously these are mostly silver coins here, but there's a sale on, as I said, and it gives you all the current price of the gold, silver and platinum. Now they do platinum coins as well, and there's the useful information should you need it. But as I said, this is a separate section. You will need to register to buy bullion. Now to visit, this is the Royal Mint Experience. Now, I've been a couple of times myself, so this is a very popular day out, or half day out, depends on how old you are as well. There's a lot of activities going on. It's mainly for families, for children and so on, these activities, but there are a few adult activities. There's some time travelling heroes for the half-term holiday. There's some dinosaurs, some Shaun the Sheep model making and so on. These are the gin tasting for the adults, and the Tales from the Mint, these evening talks. There's the Spy School and more Tales from the Mint. Now there's also regular weekly more regular things like this coin design workshop, and of course the exchange of the 10p's, which a lot of people go for. There's FAQs, how to find us, opening hours, and the opening hours do change during the summer slightly, so it's open slightly longer tours, or the day is slightly longer for the tours, and the prices and so on, these will obviously no doubt change from time to time. They do tend to be cheaper if you book online in advance. Not a massive amount, but you save yourself, you know, for a family of 4 or so, you save yourself a couple of quid. There's a cafe, obviously on the site. They do afternoon teas, birthday parties. It's also, they do have events there from time to time. And the VIP tours. Now the VIP tours are a separate tour. They have these regular tours that you can book at any time, but the VIP tours are strictly for over 16s, and they go behind the scenes to areas that you don't visit on the general tour. Now there's 3 types: bronze, silver and gold. The gold tour goes all day. The bronze tour is just a morning event. They range in price from £30 to £95. As I said, you have to be over 16 in order to go on those tours though, so they aren't for school children. And then the Discover site here. That's, I think, one of my favourite areas of the website. It has a lot of information about coin collecting and UK coins, vintage figures, specifications, and other more detailed information about other things as well. But I do tend to like to have a look at the UK coins section and see what's what. They have these new articles from time to time with the new releases. They also have things like this here, the counterfeit £1 coins. And before the new coins were introduced in 2017, the old round pounds did have some counterfeit coins. In fact, they said 3% were the figure that they gave, that were fake coins. And all this sort of information is available on the Royal Mint website. In this section, Discover. Vintage figures, that's always a perennial topic. Now they do take a year or so to come out with those figures, so don't expect them on the first of the year, because it does take a while. So looking at the 50p figures, for instance, here, 1968, when they started minting the new decimal coins. They didn't produce any 50p's, and obviously that's because they started in 1969. We just had the 50th anniversary last year of the 50p. 188.4 million. 1970, slightly fewer. 1971 and 72, nothing. 1973 is when they did the EEC, or the common market, as it was probably known more colloquially, if I could say the word, at the time. And obviously it was part of the 50th anniversary. And also, of course, part of the departure from the EU more recently. 10p. Now, there's quite a few 10p coins released over the last couple of years. They didn't release any of the shields in 2018, but they did release a lot of other designs, as you probably are aware. Not very many of those available. In 2016, 135.4 million almost. Currently, figures for 2018 are just 220,000 of each of the designs. So way down, way down. So quite difficult to find. And 2019, I suspect, will be even more difficult to find. So even less of those. So that's the circulating coin information. How do coins get into UK circulation? There's some information here on this page, and you can read this obviously at your own leisure, but these are quite interesting facts and figures, and if you're into coins, you really need to have a look at these pages. So The next section, coin designs and specifications, that has more detailed information about the individual coins. For instance, here we're looking at all the designs from the 1 penny back up to the £5 coin, what used to be called the Crown. That had a face value of 25p prior to 1990. But it gives you all the information about the crowns, the various designs that have been released since 1953. Right up to date, in fact, in this case. Right up to the 2020 designs. The most recent one obviously being the Queen coin. So, yeah, if you want any information on the £5 coins or any of the other denominations, then have a look at the coin designs and specifications. It's full of a lot of information there. There's also, finally, a story section which goes into more details from Richard Owen, the British scientist who defined dinosaurs, to the London Chinatown Chinese Association. So, as I said, this is all the information about the Royal Mint, the website, and what it contains, basically what other information besides just the coins that you can see. As I said, there's the stockists, so you can, I'm not sure how up to date this is, but you can buy Royal Mint coins from outside suppliers. Not many in Wales, but a few dotted around the country. Even one in the Isle of Man there. And then you take you back to the homepage. Now, as I said, there's quite a lot of information, quite a lot of stuff, if you like, on the Royal Mint website, and it's being updated all the time, of course. You can also search on the Royal Mint website. Now, for instance, search for Britannia, and that will come up with a whole list of Britannia stuff that we'll find, hopefully, eventually. Yeah. There's everything from the lapel pin to books on Britannia to the most recent coins. Obviously they do these gifts as well now, as well as coins, to move into that sort of area. I'm not really into that sort of stuff myself, but I'm sure there's a market there. Anyway, that was the quick tour of the Royal Mint website. Let me know what website you want me to do next, perhaps for next month. But in the meantime, thanks for tuning in, thanks for turning up, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share as usual, and I'll see you next time.